So 2 traders contacted me last week. Same exact question. Eddie, I've got $3,000 ready to spend on a new trading computer. Do I go with the Intel Core Ultra 9 or the AMD Ryzen 9? One pulled the trigger immediately on the Intel build based on a YouTube video that I made a little over a year ago. The other one waited. Only one of them made the right call though. And look, I get this question nonstop in my inbox, in the YouTube comments, on sales calls every single day. They say things like, Eddie, your old video says the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K is the best. Your brand new video says the AMD Ryzen 9 9950X3D is the best. Which one is it? Well, here's the truth, and it's not what YouTubers will tell you, because they don't actually build these machines for a living. Processor leadership in the trading world, it flips back and forth like a tennis match. What was king 3 years ago is middle of the pack today. So if you bought a trading computer based on outdated advice, you might be driving a Cadillac that was top of the line in 2018. Let me walk you through exactly where we are right now, why the answer changed, and what you should actually buy. First, the history, because you need to understand why almost all of my older videos said what they said. Back before 2022, Intel's i9 was the undisputed heavyweight champion for trading. The i9 12900K, the Intel Core i9 13900K, those chips were beasts. They had the highest single-core speeds, which is exactly what trading platforms like NinjaTrader, TradeStation, and Sierra Charts love. Trading software isn't like video editing. It doesn't care about 32 cores all working together. It cares about just a few cores working insanely fast on your chart updates. And back then, if you had called me and asked me what to buy, I would have said Intel, period. End of story. And a lot of you bought those machines, and they're still cranking out there, which is awesome because a properly built desktop trading computer should easily last you 4 to 5 years, no problem. But that's exactly why this video matters, because if you're about to spend money right now, you need to know what's changed. And here's where the story flips. For the first time ever, around 2022, 2023, AMD did something that Intel just didn't see coming. AMD used to focus on really low-end and store-bought processors. But then, several years ago, they dropped this Ryzen 9 7950X3D processor. And in 2025, they dropped the Ryzen 9 9950X3D. And these chips have something called 3D V-cache. And in plain English, that's a massive pile of ultra-fast memory sitting right on top of the processor itself. Think of it like this. Intel's Ultra 9, which is the latest version, it's a chef in a huge kitchen running back and forth to the pantry every time it needs an ingredient. The Ryzen 9 with the new 3D V-cache, that chef has every ingredient already lined up on the cutting board. There's 0 trips to the pantry. Faster meal, happier customers, better trades. So for traders running live data streams, dozens of charts, level 2 windows, multiple trading platforms, multiple domes, that extra V-cache is rocket fuel, especially if you're doing any kind of backtesting or something that relies heavily on recent tick data, especially AI trading bots. Benchmark scores on the 99X3D are hitting numbers we've never seen before in a trading context. And check this out. AMD just released a brand new Ryzen 9 9950X3D2, which has twice the V-cache. So as of right now, the new 9950X3D2 is the king. And that's why my newer videos will sound different. The technology has changed again, and I'm not going to keep recommending a chip just because I recommended it a year ago. Now look, I'm not saying you should not buy an Intel Core Ultra 9 285K like we sell on our chart breaker. It's still an awesome processor. And really, its processing speed is just a tiny bit slower than the AMD Ryzen 9. If you prefer Intel, go with the Intel. It's fast. But if you do any kind of AI trading and your AI trading algorithm relies on tick data, you want the 9950X3D2. And if you're watching this because you're actually in the market for a new machine, stop guessing. Come straight to the source. There's a link in the description that takes you to the exact trading computers we build around that 9950X3D and the 9950X3D2. Every machine we build is purpose-built for traders. There's no gaming nonsense. No generic Dell boxes, no call center in another country when something goes wrong. Now, before I go further, I have to kill a myth that's costing traders thousands of dollars. I got a call this week from a guy running 4 monitors who thought he needed a $4,000 gaming rig with an NVIDIA RTX 5090 to make it work. Absolute nonsense. A trading computer is not a gaming computer. I know they look similar from the outside, big tower, fancy lights, lots of fans, but under the hood, they're built for completely different jobs. A gaming PC is optimized to render 3D textures, shadows, and explosions at 300 frames per second. A trading PC is optimized to process massive amounts of real-time data, keep 10 charts updating smoothly, and execute orders in milliseconds. They're not the same thing. You just need the right NVIDIA RTX 5000 series video card that's actually designed for multi-monitor output and AI-ready trading. A $400 graphics card will run 4 monitors beautifully for trading and help you run AI trading algorithms. Save that $1,600 and put it towards more RAM or a better processor. Okay, back to the main event, Intel versus AMD. Here's how I break it down for every caller right now. If you're buying a new trading computer, the AMD Ryzen 9 9950X3D2 is my absolute top pick. This is the absolute all-time grand champion. It benchmarks higher than any processor we've ever tested. It handles multi-platform trading better. It runs cooler under heavy load. It can do an amazing amount of backtesting so much faster than any other processor, again, that we've ever tested. Intel is not dead, though. Again, that Core Ultra 9 285K is still an excellent processor, and it's competitive. If you're doing more than trading, maybe you're editing video, running heavy spreadsheets, doing some content creation on the side, Intel does have some advantages there for certain programs. But for pure trading, AMD wins, full stop. One way to know which processor is better than the next is look at its benchmark score. We published a benchmark score of every single computer we sell on our website. You want to look for a benchmark score over 45,000. And you can test your current processor right now by clicking the link in the description. There's a link to test your very own machine. You can check it out right after this video. So here's the bottom line. Don't watch a video from 3 years ago or even last year and think that advice still applies today. Processors evolve. Technology leapfrogs. What was the best 3 years ago is probably only decent today. And what's the best today? Will most likely be average in 3 more years. And that's why I keep making these videos, and that's why I keep updating my recommendations, because your trading performance depends on it. And I'm not going to let you trade on some outdated information. And listen, if you're getting value out of this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I put out videos every single week breaking down exactly the kind of stuff that matters to you so you stop burning money on the wrong hardware. And since we just talked about what processor to buy, the next logical step is for you seeing the whole machine put together. So to go see the ultimate trading computer, watch this video right here. My name's Eddie Z. Thanks for watching. May the trend be with you.